Hello and welcome back to the PSISTORM Esports Network. I'm your host Chickenman here for your weekly esports results and highlights. This week we've got more results from the League of Legends World Championship as well as the RLCS Fall and plenty more. So let's get into it. Last week we covered the end of the International, and we're one step closer to the end of Worlds this week as the quarterfinals finished up. The top 8 teams fighting it out in best of 5s, each match getting its own day. Let's check out some of the highlights from this week.
He's going to get the charm onto the backline as Showmaker dies as well. Jungle up in mid right now. Khan trying to get him from the side, but he's cycloned up by Armut. Khan still putting the damage down, but he just can't get enough in. He will, in the end, kill off Armut. 3v4 now in favor of Damwon Kia. Advancing, pushing forward towards Mad Lions as they
Arrows
try
on the flank.
But the flank is here, and Beryl has the death from below. And perhaps the X will mark the death of Mad Lions. Canyon in the pit. Infernal Soul on the menu for Damwon if they can get it, but Humanoid still very healthy.
Look at the patience.
Tons of mana. Canyon secures the Infernal. Damwon Kia trying to survive. Beryl stuns up Kaiser there. Car pops a stopwatch. Ghost on a rampage. Putting the damage down onto Kazi as well, who still has the GA. Beryl, though, able to shut down Humanoid. And although Kazi survives, he will watch and die as Damwon Kia clean up the fight.
Damwon are just way too good at team fighting. Crazy fight.
Flash knockup. Sahu could drop the dunk is in. He barely lives, but they still find a 1-0. That is a kill on way. True shot barrage might almost hit. It's close. Bullet time comes across, but it's not going to be enough. Instead, it is time to die. It's a 2-0. EDG diving into the base. Flandre brings a stopwatch. Viper Arcane shifts forwards. Flandre is the target, but Xiaohu is the death, and the same goes through for Gala. One man left alive, crying as RNG's hopes at a world title fall. EDG, it took them 6 attempts, but this time they will knock down RNG. This time, EDG won it all. This team, EDG, are headed to the semifinals.
And it is on this day that EDG will finally break that world's curse.
Edward Gaming, Gen.G, T1, and Damwon Gaming are your top 4 teams ready to battle it out in the semis this week, with the finals taking place on November 6th. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up with the action. Now let's head over to Counter-Strike, where the V4 Future Sports Festival came to its conclusion this week.
Second orb, Neofrag now up to task, sees another kill, gets the 5 versus 3. PHR's nade can support on Zedko's part. Jedka with a responsive, but Oscar's still up there with his orb. He's dropped the bomb. It's a 3-on-2, and the 2 T-side players and the candles lined up by Beastic. He has all the info, but as CTs are siphoned off from each other, Oscar gets back out of the sight, caught up by the flashbang. Sparrow sees him. Shot's gonna wrap in so hard in. And the back line's over at Donut. Oscar inning in with the utility out. The teams are going to try go for this here. They have no choice.
Oh, Sparrow's just trying to see if he can isolate the 1v1s, and he denies it. It comes through from Shock with the deagle, and Goofy's got to try and stand up. The enemy
my God.
gets the job done. Can we all hail King?
Sinners Esports taking first place. They and the rest of the top 4 will be seeded into the LAN event in Budapest next month. Meanwhile, over in the Pinnacle Fall Series, the main Swiss stage is over and the playoffs have begun.
Up and heading towards the bomb site.
I like this play from Just too. A little bit of utility, but still making bad flashes coming. It looked like for a second the T's were turning away like there was. Just been able to sneak through the smoke. That is balanced though. That's what I was talking about, man. This guy with the offense is on another level. Numerous is MP9, only good for 1. He's been a multi-kill master in this series, but when it matters the most, he can't perform. Lollipop to shut it down with Lear and Namiga. It looked bleak. They let them get back to 11.
Republic finished up their group stage and are working on a play-in round for the playoffs.
They're going to execute before that, so they're going to moving into the B side. Good time, you smoke.
Alrighty, coming on into it now. The push coming on through. Ontario's going to be able to find one. Hard finds the other. Galaxy going to be good for one as well, but not going to be shutting down anymore as they also out through the smoke. Now the last 3 members standing for Fiend, looking to do more. Red Star going to be able to find one on the Galaxy. Brings it over to 3 versus 3 man advantage. Nullified as the bomb starts to go on down. X-File going to be spamming through the smoke. Not going to be able to find anything with the spam through the smoke by Harm. Going to be able to find one with the Gal. Brings it out to a 2 versus 3 the man advantage. Going the way of Fiend. Now Walkstick and more looking to do a little bit more.
Woxic needs to win this duel. It's important for them to stand a chance to get back in, but Dreamer, he's been looking good this entire series and continues to do so. It's down to Emo. Ugate, does he stand a chance here?
And more now looking to find one. Will be able to find one. Brings it down to a 1 versus 2. Brings it down to a 1 versus 1. This is looking doable for more. He could be able to do this, but now Red Star stuck here behind Dark. Might be able to find him out, and he won't be able to do it. Red Star cleans him up at 16th for Fate.
And the closed qualifier for the November Dreamhack Open played through this week, with the top 4 teams getting the seed.
4-2s fall apart in the past, but it comes down to what Norby can get done, and he's so slow to actually move with his teammates. Zorte's dead, Rainwaker is still alive, but Caliber's demise means that Rainwaker is also soon to follow. 16 secured for Forza. How many times do we have to see this heartbreak for Skate as they're eliminated from the Dreamhack Open winter contention?
Mad Lions, Fnatic, Team Gamer Legion, and Forza taking those qualification spots. Next up, we'll head over to Valorant for the VCT Game Changers Southeast Asia Elite Playoffs.
Unfortunately, it only means that Rue will run out of that corner. Now holding elbow. 2v2. Anything can happen. Alter Ego Celeste could win it, or we could go into overtime. Rue watching Heaven, trying to be careful about her peaks. They've got to consider elbow as well, and now that Gravity Well sounds it off, it's gonna be a Neri! She just comes out with a swing off that Gravity Well and quickly takes 2 kills, even alive at 3 HP. The defuse, and then 13-11. Alter Ego Celeste closes out again. So close, Donut. So close.
And the Sky Esports Championship 3.0 finished up this week with a finals between Velocity Gaming and Enigma Gaming.
You know, it's really exciting to see when you know, it's the players who are having such a serious time in front of them, and then you have Fatu who's just sitting there and like, hey, give us a reaction. But right now, it's time to focus on the game. Rexy is going to be getting another pick for himself, and he's going to be up to 2 kills in this round. Marzel is going to be spotting out. Oh, he's going to be spotting out. Hika gets rid of both the players, and Marzel making the difference. The difference in player, not the difference in agent, but there you go. He's going to be messing up that satchel. Takes a bullet to the shin from that operator. Deathmaker landing a shot. 2 players down to 30 HP. Raw Fuel sneaking up with this operator. This might be the it. This might be the be it. And Eldol. RVK is going to get stopped by a snake bite, but the Viper split is going to make it really difficult. It's all down to Raw Fuel. He's got the operator in hand. He gets 1 pick, but the classic is going to be what he will have. The Vandal is going to get recovered. 2 players to pick up on. 100 HP on him, but the second he touches the Viper smoke, he's going to be having a 30 DK. He's going to spot Viper out, but Viper is going to see him as well. The headshot from Amatera, so VLT win it out.
Velocity take the win with a nearly flawless run through the tournament. Now let's take a look at some of the Rainbow Six Siege action as the Asia Pacific, European, and North American leagues came to a close this week.
With a play out of peek into him, but DCH finds at least one. A respite that's shut down immediately. A breath that is too short. And Sapper, with the world on his shoulders, now has to fight back. 10 seconds remain. DWG, they hold firm. They wait for Sapper to push into the line. 5 seconds left. BAM 1 Gaming Kia against all odds in the lower bracket. Show their class, prove their determination. Sweden called, and they have answered.
Blue here, he as well cannot maintain his position on the staircase, so he will go down. Not fully eliminated just yet, however, but he'll get confirmed by Canadian. Jay and Young Alec are the only 2 remaining, and they still have the full roster of Dark Zero to fend off. Still as well, over 1 minute and 15 seconds to waste from Dark Zero's time here. Dark Zero will be very, very careful to make sure that they succeed in taking down these last 2 players without much of an issue. There goes Jay, and it's all left on to Alec here, the best player in the matchup until this point, but it's not going to matter as Canadian shuts it all down. Dark Zero get a flawless round, and they are going to the major.
Whereas he's holding it exactly there as Rips runs past, gets shot. It's being chased as well in the meantime as Bibu is entered the side. He's in the middle of it. Needs to fight Leon, he gets a double kill. Suddenly it all turns around. It's a 2-on-2 situation, but Rice picks up a very important double kill. Ace is inside the logistics, has the opportunity to turn it all around. Knows one is in there, picks him quite low, but he's taking him a lot more damage himself as well. And as B4 goes for the plant, it's Rice to finally finish it off. The pistol kill comes through, and it's Vitality that lock out the game.
BDS Esports takes first in Europe and Space Station Gaming take it in North America. They will be joined by the rest of the top 4 in those regions, as well as Chiefs Esports Club and Damwon Gaming from the Asia Pacific League. Now on to some Overwatch, as the Australian contenders finished up early this week.
And that will be a double kill for JCap. So albeit a flip in the way for MyFreakG, it is going to be short-lived. And the percent will continue to tick up here for the Direwolves. Magnolia's just being an absolute nuisance for them. So almost even Stevens there on the percentage, but now they tick all the way into the 90s.
Jacob's got a big job to do here. Once again, you have to block out Nando. The rocket barrage is available to go. Sound barrier is going to be important as well. I foresee that this is where Direwolves will certainly just drop all their ultimates. Double supports, massive hag, and now the down is massive.
And Dre chimes in as well by being able to take down Bus, and now with the overtime ticking in as well. They've got so many ultimates to use, but can they get it done? No, they seem they can't. And JCap's going to take down Winter. Slipchip's going to try his best. Doesn't get that much done. Magnolia with the pulse bomb takes down Lab. So they've only got Burtlock, who's slowly starting to walk back into this fight as well. He takes down his counterpart in Aki, and that's going to be it. They're not going to touch. The Direwolves are going to win, and the Direwolves are going to win the entire championship as well, it seems.
The Direwolves get their second straight contender season win, taking down Mindfreak in the finals. And that brings the Overwatch Contenders 2021 season to a close. Next up, let's check out the Rocket League Championship Series, which had 4 regions play through this week.
相手早めにフリップすることによって相手のなんかタイミングをずらすような、駆け引きの技としても使われますね。
何してくるかというか、もうそこでもうフリップ使っちゃうのっていう一瞬の動揺を誘ったような。そして、
なんかそうですね。
ドゥームジーはそれにちょっと追いつくことができませんでした。さあ、1 minute remaining。ここから1点を取るのはリアライズ押し込んでいくぞ。さあ、作ったスキリンテンホーが答える。勝ち越し点はテンホー。
いやー、このリアライズ選手のプレッシャーですよね。ファラス選手もフェイクなんじゃないかという読みが多分できてたと思うんですけど。
We go to the orange side.
Again, that hard clear for endpoint. They're just mixing it in there, buying themselves a bit of time. Now Metsonora's pass 2, marked by 8 needs to be the one to stall in the position. And he doesn't do so, relaying wave scores! Endpoint have done it!
Endpoint are your European Open champions!
Falta pouco tempo, são 3 gols que precisa se não quiser sair daqui com o segundo colocado. Vai seguindo com o Yang, está jogado pro fim, faz o save, Card tá na sequência, manda na backboard, o chute, cai o TG1! Cai o TG1! O passe do Card!
Whatsoever, trying to make them succumb under pressure. As I say that, SkullQ takes it back all the way to his own corner. 50 goes to the sensor. They've got a minute to try and make this one work, and well, Wordy, he drove past the ball.
A little bit unfortunate here, but wait, what about this? Oh no, that's just being opportune when the time comes, and Darth's gonna do exactly that.
The winning teams were Endpoint in Europe, Tokyo Verdy Esports in Asia Pacific North, Orlando Pirates XD in Sub-Saharan Africa, and Furia Esports in South America. The top teams of the season are getting ready for the LAN event in Stockholm, which will be in December. Speaking of the cold north, over in Street Fighter, the Capcom Pro Tour held their Nordic/Baltic event this week.
Yeah, all right, man, it's checking every single dash from Phenom. Look,
Buffett. So much health is being
dashing
lost.
towards this man. He's ready.
Nah, so much health is being lost. He can't die from that
Look,
range.
he's dashing towards. All right. Approach first. Nice break.
Phenom is so clueless
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is not your territory. Leave this. Leave
You
Scammy
can't
alone.
jump.
Nice.
You can't jump, man. He's ready.
My man, V-shifting, highlighting Phenom.
One more combo will do it here for Reichman. He can qualify for the cup if he gets this right.
Money.
Is he going to
They
V-shift?
throw out the corner.
He V-shifted out.
Short.
Don't jump, Phenom. You can't jump.
He's shaving off her hook. Get that out of here.
Phenom, you can't jump.
Dead.
Oh no! And that's going to be it. A Guardian of the Sun takes it there for Reichman's Barnet after the grand final reset there against his Karen.
Reekman's Barnet taking first place over Phenom there. Meanwhile, over in Starcraft's land, the ASL finished up its quarterfinals and started in on the semis.
Here, Lido was moving out at 7-minute mark with the bio with 2 Valkyries. And that's right now the time is, and Hero is just waiting for those Marine and Goliaths to be out of position. Okay.
Like that?
Yeah, like that. That's what he was waiting for.
This game might be over because that's 3 Goliaths gone, 4 Marines gone, and remember, he can't build out of his racks. So look at this. Ling's just focused down the racks, and Light has 1 unit for defense. It's the Goliath, but unfortunately he's got 0 units now, and this was not what Light was anticipating. You can see the reaction there. He's not liking this, and he is going to be eliminated unless some miracle happens. Lead now. He doesn't have that much on the ground, but there's isolated overlords again, and DTs are moving into the natural too, and Queen doesn't realize. This is it. He's all in. This is the final attack for Queen. He either wins it here or Mini's gonna take the series. The probes are being pulled off. There's no overlords again, and it's 4 DTs. Oh, there is 1 overlord.
Okay, the 1 overlord is here. That's a base trade by these 2 players, but the massive cannons are pretty much supporting. I mean, Mini can give up the natural.
Where's the overlord? It's not there.
Oh, overlord! He died to the photon cannon.
I think it did die to the photon cannon, and now it comes. The overlords are coming back, but zealots are out. 5 zealots can easily take on this army, and they have 1/1 upgrades too. DT's wreaking havoc.
Wow,
He's still supply blocked.
This is really sick multitasking right now we're seeing by Mini. I mean, Mini, it's okay to sacrifice a bunch of probe at the natural because the main base is fully saturated. He can pretty much run like 4 or 5 gateway here, and Queen cannot keep up this game anymore. Wow, Mini is gonna be winning this best of 7 series once again against Queen. 4-1.
Mini takes down Zero with Rush and Hero ready to play this coming week. And finally, in Starcraft 2, we had the Stayed Home Story Cup number 4 play through this week.
I feel like that was more of a scout for Saro. Saro is going to send a couple of Hydras behind the mineral line, but Clem is so quick to respond to this. Maybe we'll get the sensor tower. Or a low HP medevac, maybe another medevac. There's a big drop happening in the main base during all of this. Widowmines have burrowed. Clem's going to go pick up.
Oh, once again, some pretty decent detonations right there. Army up north as well. Probably going to scan ahead, get rid of some of those creep tumors there. Dropping off some of the Marines in the slow bubble as well behind the main base. Now that Golden Expo for Saro is irascible as well. That's another 12 workers down.
That's actually very painful. The Queen's having a tough time dealing with these Marines as well that have +3 attack. The Queens are melting, and I think Saro is about ready to tap out of this because he has just lost fights left, right, and center. Saro knows it. GG, well played. It will be Liquid's Clem who is going to be your champion of the Stay-at-Home Story Cup number 4. My goodness, what a performance by both him and Saro himself, of course. Saro with his
Home Story Cup has always been one of the most entertaining esports events. Everyone just seems to have such a blast there. And of course, I will mention that the games were numerous and fantastic, and Clem was able to take down Saro in the finals, but Home Story Cup has always been as much about the fun as it is about the games. Truly one of my favorite events to watch every single year. And that wraps us up for today. Hope you enjoyed this recap, and if you did, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. As always, I've been the Chickenman here for the PSISTORM Esports Network, and I'll see you next time.